went down in the basement with my mom. She was doing the laundry. I said, "What's that hanging on the wall there? What is that?" She said, "Oh, that used to belong to your Uncle George, one of my grandmother's brothers." And I don't know, it's a guitar. What? I said, "Can I play with it?" "Yeah, sure." She takes it down and gives it to me, and I just went crazy. It was in the summertime, and I remember I took it out in the backyard, and I laid it like this on the ground, and I laid down, and I would go, and I'd hit those low strings and watch them vibrate. And at some point, I understood that the vibration made the sound. 4, right? And the whole world snapped into place. The edges of buildings against the sky, and the airplane going across the sky is not the sky, it's an airplane. You know, when you're a tiny little kid, you're just this ball of, ooh. Well, that was the moment for me where it all went bang. This is you in this space, and everything else is not you. This is in the 50s. In this little town in Pennsylvania, there was nothing. There was nobody to take lessons from. There were no other guitar players, certainly that my parents knew or anybody knew. But when I was 7, now by the time I was 7, I had figured out, I knew the names of the strings, and I had figured out some little chords. I don't know how. Maybe my parents bought me a book. I don't remember that. They must have. How else could I couldn't have just pulled it out of the air. I knew how to tune the guitar. The summer when I'm 7, 1959, I'm sitting out in the yard, and my Uncle George, who that guitar used to belong to, comes over, and he's got this girlfriend. And she looks at me and she says, "Oh, do you want a real guitar?" It was a real junker, you know, the one. 7, I go, "Sure." Next day she shows up with a good guitar, a Martin. You know, this little mahogany-bodied Martin. And, more importantly, a 13-year-old Irish girl who was working for her that summer as like an au pair kind of arrangement, you know, over from Ireland. And she taught me to finger pick. You know, you can play a guitar with a pick, right? I don't have a pick with me, but, you know, just around up and down, pick the strings. Or you can, what they call finger picking, where you do the bass and the melody at the same time, you know. That's what this girl taught me. I was so lucky to learn that when I was 7, you know, and not have to wait till years later. So that was a big influence. I still have the pieces of paper where she wrote this, words to songs out, these old Irish songs. She had this one, "Mari's Wedding, step we gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe," you know. I remember her singing it. I wish I knew her name, red hair. Of course, I was totally in love with it, you know. She was 13, she was all grown up. And yeah, so that's what happened.